buddy. Buddies.
I'm getting in that one.
No, 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 no.
Oh, man.
You got cake?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys, got a bunch of updates. One, I got the truck dirty. So, working on, I'll probably get this wash video up before I do the driving video, because there's more involved. Andrew's dialing that in for me, because I got three different camera views and some issues with the audio and stuff. But I took the truck off-roading, and for the good of the Obsessed Garage community, I got a dent in the door, so that'll be good for a future video. Surprisingly, I've been pretty laid back lately. I haven't been all stressed out. I just haven't sort of taken these things so, maybe because I have my priorities straight. But like when my headlight blew off of my GT3 and bounced down the road, it really didn't. It's like, well, you know, it's just another day. It kind of happens. So when I hit the side of a tree on the truck, or dinged the tree, I forget if the dent. I think the dent. Yeah, the dent's on the other side. But this will be the first wash video of the truck. I don't have anything on it. There's something on it, some sort of wax or sealant or something is on the paint. So I'm waiting for it to cool down a little bit. Probably next month or so we'll detail the truck. I'm gonna do C-quartz on it. But I was just gonna sort of do a normal wash video and do my normal sort of chatting you guys up and talking to you about what's going on, and this will be the second time I washed it. First time I've actually washed the wheels. The first time I washed it was just sort of to get the bugs off from the drive home. So we'll sort of go through that today. Also, if you haven't watched the Kranzel video, the update video with the new orifice nozzle, you might want to go watch that, because I've made some adjustments to sort of how this is set up. And then I don't think I've talked about this yet, but I got my Mosmatic swivel and the proper hose length, so everything is set up now and comfortable. It's the right length. I like having it. It's the 18-foot hose is sort of the perfect length for what I'm doing. What? No. I'm making an important video today. So I'm putting, because these are traditional brakes, I can't reach in there very well in the method wheels. I'm going to use my 1Z Einzet Color Tech heavy duty wheel cleaner. So this stuff we spray on and let it sit for a minute, and it breaks down all the particles, all the iron. You're standing right in the way, bro. So I'm going to go around. I'll do the rear tire real quickly. Yeah, that fits nicely in there. I still think for a heavy duty wheel cleaner, this 1Z is still the best. I just feel like I get, maybe it's all in my head, but I feel like I get better results when I get a little foaming rather than, you know, like Sonex Full Effect. Just doesn't, it turns purple, but it doesn't really let me know that it's working. I gotta get a new lug nut brush since Kate lost mine somewhere. Yeah, this pressure is, I like where we're at. We're at, you know, right around between 1,000 and 1,200 PSI at full output, all 2.8 gallons per minute on the pressure washer. So when I detail the truck, I'll do, which I'm pretty sure this has the same stuff, this wheel cleaner, but I'll do a, like an iron out. I won't worry about polishing. These are satin black anyway. Oh yeah, these wheels are super easy to clean. I like this. Again, this is a Griot's lambskin mitt. They don't make it anymore, which is kind of dumb, but I still have 3 of them. Hopefully they'll come out with a new one by the time I need a new one. Usually they last me about 6 months or so. This Griot's rubber cleaner. I haven't gotten any of the Adams yet, which is fine because I need to use up my Griot's. And then the Tough Shine. $2 brush. Somebody had asked me about the size. The tires are 325. What are they? 325, 70. What the heck is it? 70, 18, something like that. I don't know what the offset is on these wheels. I think they're 18 millimeter offset. I'm probably gonna want a bigger, more substantial brush for these wheels.
I need to borrow some soap.
No. For what? So there's wheel 1. So like I was saying, we'll probably do iron out and then just do, I've been using good old fashioned, I guess it's not old fashioned, but I've been using CarPro Hydro 2 on the wheels, rather than getting in there with some other coating or anything like that. Always got to face the sticker toward you. So I didn't show this on video, but I got up in here with the pressure washer and really worked on the spraying out the rear suspension. So here's what's sort of going on with Obsessed Garage, if you care. I got the bucket stickers, which, by the way, were not my idea. In fact, I didn't really like them until I saw them. So kudos to my buddy Josh for, if I don't give him stuff to do, he ends up doing stuff. And most of the time it's not stuff I want him to do. So he got those done, and then our other new friend Brad out on the West Coast is making them for us. So they should be in the store in a couple of days. Same thing with hats. Hats were tricky, and I was so focused on the shirts that I just sort of assumed the hats would be super easy to do afterward, but it's taken a while. So we'll have hats, polos, all in the store. And I appreciate you guys buying that stuff. I bought 35 grand worth of crap. I probably should have been a little bit smarter and not bought so much of it. But I'm sure it'll sell, over time. I'm not in any rush. I've made this sort of investment in this thing. But we'll have a bunch of extra stuff in the store. We're launching a sort of a better version of the store. And then I met a new web guy who is going to sort of take over and help me integrate everything, get everything organized. I mean, I guess my stuff is already organized, but I wanted to be on a whole nother level of organization. I want everything to connect. So I want the website to control and run everything, but I want to be able to see. I want everybody to get on the podcast. I think the podcast is really good. I mean, maybe I'm a little biased because it's me talking, but Brian is doing such a fantastic job of hosting it, and then of course producing it, which is just so. I think it's going to be really good. The 5 episodes we have up, we've recorded probably 5 more, so he's just kind of releasing them as he has time. But basically what I want to be able to do, if you couldn't tell, originally this was just sort of therapy for me. Now I'm so amped by the community, and I keep getting posts of people that are sort of meeting up because I connected us all, just from creating this whole sort of thing. And so now I'm going for it. Going for what, I don't know. But I'm going to continue to make the community and make it bigger, and continue to sort of add stuff that people have told me they wanted, and add stuff that I want. Like I want hats. I wanted shirts. How amazing is this darn boom pole? I love it. So, I get, went out and did some collaboration stuff, which really wasn't intentional. I'm not intentionally collaborating, I guess you could say. I almost don't even like that word, but I'm just sort of interested in Adam LZ, and then it certainly makes sense that the two of us make videos, which will be sort of a lot of it is just sort of alternative videos for both of us. Maybe we'll get me on a bike. But I'm aware of the potential to sort of muddy the waters a little bit, and I'm going to do my best to sort of control that and make sure that I think that the Facebook group, it was just sort of the tip of the iceberg of sort of the connectivity that can happen for us other sort of very focused people, and just because there are some others that maybe aren't like us or a little bit more normal, I guess you could say, that watch the stuff, I don't think that ruins it. But I am aware that it will take some effort to make sure that people aren't just wasting everybody's time. So I'll be sure to either police it or appoint people to police it. So the comments on YouTube have largely been pretty useful to myself and others. But I think that as the YouTube channel grows and creates more awareness, I think the comment part of YouTube will become less and less useful for actual information. I'll try to keep up with it as long as I can and sort of responding to people. But I think I see YouTube as sort of the top of the funnel for our community, where that's how when I'm making the videos, obviously that's what we all want to watch, or videos, because it's easier than reading articles. It's easier for me to produce a video than it is to write or write an article. So the videos will certainly, I think, still be I know will be the thing that I'm most focused on. It's the most fun for me to do, to make videos, to sort of share what's going on in my garage. But I think that the videos are what helps me find other people that will be solid contributors to the community. And so I just want to let you guys know that I'm very aware of that, and being very sort of intentional about it. I just don't want a bunch of people in like the private groups, or in the community, I should say. I'm happy to have anybody who wants to be a part of this be a part of it, but if you start making stupid comments and you don't actually add value, I'm gonna call you out. So if I'm you guys, the original guys that have been super amped about this whole thing, I know my big concern would be that it gets screwed up because it gets too big, and I'm not gonna let that happen. And to me, too big is 50,000 subscribers, which we're about to hit today, which is just absolutely insane. And it's all from one, part of it, I'll take a little bit of credit, and then I have a crap ton of videos that I've spent a lot of time making, but all the credit goes to the collaboration with Adam and his, you new guys that are part of his audience that are now sort of deciding whether or not I'm worthy of your time. To be completely honest with you, I just put the stuff out there as a necessity because I needed to get out of my own head. But I think I know what people want, and the question is whether I have the time and energy to give them that. And to be honest with you, I don't really care what the masses want. I want sort of a very organized community with massive amounts of connectivity. Meaning you have a question, you can ask it. And if you're going to be a jerk off and not add value, you're out. Sorry to, I don't mean to get so negative. It's really, really amazing to me to see. I mean, again, when I had 1,000 people that were watching my stuff and then making contributions, I was like, holy crap, I can't even believe it. Now there's 50,000 and growing. It's insane. The interesting thing is going to be when I get on Raptor forum and how much crap the truck guys give me for being clean. I'm driving this thing though. So in my wheel bucket, I just have an old grit guard that I use just to hold everything off the bottom so it dries. So if you haven't watched any of my videos in the past, this is my beloved creation, my bucket filler. I just wanted a short little hose pigtail in order to be able to not have to get a hose out every time. And this is the PF22, what Phil calls the super duper uber foam cannon. Oh, the other thing that I got the other sort of wash ports of the grit guard. I bought those when I bought some new towels from the rag company. They snap into the old grit guard. I don't know that I really care much about them, but yeah, the Adams wash pads do a good job at, all I do is sort of dunk the thing in there. I've never been one to sort of drag it on the bottom. I just haven't had any issues. So let's see if we get any more foam now that I've adjusted the pressure on the pressure washer to get the full 2,000 PSI. So the first thing I'll do is rinse the truck off. Another thing I'm gonna do is, I don't like this camera. My Obsessed Garage sticker's on crooked too, so I need to take that off. But this is the Canon C100. I just don't like it. I can't seem to get it. I mean, I think in order to really make this work well, you need to shoot in Canon log. And I just don't even know what that means. I don't know what it means, but I'm not one to, I just don't have time to do that. I'd rather just put out decent content. So a lot of times I find that the G7, the cheapo, you know, $600 little mirrorless camera does a better job than this big fancy thing. So I'm gonna get the Canon 5D Mark IV. And sell the C100. The Mark IV comes out next week. You know, the big reason why I bought the C100 is because it's really hard to focus. It's hard to pull focus and get it, you know, a focused image with the 5D Mark III. So the Mark IV solves that, I think. I hope. Just got to get all the hurricane carnage out of here. What? What you need, Shelly? I don't know what kind of plate I'm gonna get. Yeah.
Where'd you move your black garbage bags?
I don't have any.
Why do you don't have any?
No. You took them all. Have I said how much I love this boom pole? I do. So we're gonna C-quartz. I'm gonna do regular C-quartz on the paint. See, there's definitely some sort of sealant or something on here. I know Charles had Vince detail it. Charles is the guy who owned it before me. So normal procedure, just rinse the thing off. This thing is huge. So, you know, I feel comfortable leaving what's on it for now. I'm putting drains in, by the way. So as usual, this is Adam's car shampoo or car soap that I'm foaming the truck with. We'll see how long it lasts before I go and get a longer pole. This one is 6'9", and I really needed like a 7-foot pole. So we'll let that run off the truck for a few minutes. Usually by the time I get all the buckets ready to go, it's good. So there you go. So fun. The other thing I don't like about this camera is that it's a crop sensor. It's not full frame. So all my lenses don't do so well. So like I can't get the wide angle shot that I need without buying another lens, and I just don't want to do that. So I already have car soap, Adam's car shampoo. I actually had a bottle that was leaking, so I had to clean it up with this towel last night. And the filled up. I'm using cold water as usual. I don't have hot water out here. I don't think you need it. I know you don't need it. I don't never use it. Did I just say I don't never? I said ever. I don't ever use it. The other nice thing about the bucket filler, I can come back to it, especially in a big vehicle like this truck, like the Raptor. I like to be able to come back to it. This is an Adams fire hose nozzle, the old one. So you got a hot water heater pipe with a quick connect if I ever want to take it off. That's ready to go. See, I can't get the shots that I want. Should like to get this thing out of the way. So if you haven't watched the garage design video, making some significant changes there. The garage is actually, is going to go back behind this building. So we should have final renderings or final drawings, and then I'll start to get some bids on it. Hopefully I can afford to do it, so I don't have to park outside forever underneath this thing. Get this thing closer. So my dad's coming down this week on Tuesday, so we're gonna finish up all the little odds and ends in the pole barn out here. I've got to do the fix the rock and landscaping around the building. We got to figure out the plumbing and do simple things like clean the windows and touch up the paint. And we got to fix that one beam over here that's all jacked up from water damage. And then fix where the sprinkler head is hitting it. It's been hitting it for years. So I need to fix all that. And then we'll have a fully operational dialed in pole barn. And then the only thing we'll need to do out here is put the drain in. When I'm gonna have the guys, as they build the garage, put a drain in. And then I really want to have the concrete cleaned up. Next thing I'll be doing is engineering some kind of ladder that goes on the side of the truck and the Tahoe so that it comes out of the ceiling. If I get real crazy. So I don't have to get on a ladder. A little step stool. I'll add that to the list. So what we'll do on the truck, I'll probably do it in like a month or so after I get back from the GT3 trip, is I'll do woofs on all the windows. I'll do Geon trim on all the rubber, woofs trim on all the plastic, and then we'll, I think the paint looks good. I may need to compound the front. There's some sort of overspray, which of course the clay bar should get out on the front. At least that's what it feels like. So I'll obviously clay it, decontaminate it, and then I'll probably just Carpro Essence, which is like if you're not familiar, is like a finishing sort of polish that has some silicon dioxide in it. And then I'll do a couple of coats of C-Quartz on this. And no, I'm not doing clear film. clear film on this, no clear film on anything. Not doing it. Because then I have to look at it. And then I'll just do a maintenance regimen like with Reload and Hydro 2. Maybe a couple of you guys can comment. I haven't done a whole lot of research. Yeah, I know, I'm pretty certain about this, but you know, Hydro 2 can be used with C-Quartz, can be used with Reload. I don't know why the other day I was thinking about that. I'm like, maybe Hydro 2 is used only by itself. I'm pretty sure it's all made to play and work together. I just haven't spent any time figuring it out. I've just been using it. Seems to work well. Didn't want to put it in the wrong bucket. You guys will lose your minds. This thing is so big. I'll also do the engine bay like I normally do. Sort of spray it out with the pressure washer, and then the engine bay looked pretty clean. Charles had it pretty well dialed. So then I'll just do my normal Meguiar's hyper dressing on it. I gotta ask him what exhaust is on this thing. Not that it really matters, but I'm sure people are gonna ask me. I don't know the answer to it. You know, something occurs to me, where some people get all bent out of shape about this. Like, how could you not use you need to use two sponges. You know, two of these. One for the top and one for the bottom. And so, I know most of you guys think like I do, but so let's think about this logically. Why would I use two sponges? So I'm gonna use a nice, soft, clean one on the top, and I'm gonna go grab another one that's exactly the same and clean the bottom. And the reason I would do that is so that I didn't mess up the top. But if the top's already clean, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And you know, I've gone through this many times, where I talk about what I'm doing. This is not some definitive process. This is just how I do it. I hope I've been very clear about that. That this is a way that I clean my car. It seems to work. I'm constantly making adjustments, improvements in the procedure. Sometimes it's not an improvement, sometimes it's just an adjustment. And you know, there isn't like a wrong way to do it if it's working. And so, you know, if there was like a definitive journal of exactly how to detail and exactly how to wash your car, then we would read it and do it. But there isn't one, because there's different schools of thought. So I use one sponge with two buckets. You could use 4 buckets and 6 sponges. You can do sort of whatever you want. Whatever works for you works for you. I think it's overkill to do that. You know, it's not helping you. It's not doing anything. I mean, if your paint isn't scratched, then not scratching it, if that's the goal, then using multiple sponges, what is that going to solve? Maybe it's more efficient. I don't know. I can't. When I put my logic hat on, I can't reason that one out. I mean, if you're really crazy, you could do that one swipe and go get another sponge. I wouldn't fault, certainly wouldn't fault you for it. So there is clear film down here. Charles put it down here. I'll leave it there. Some other interesting news for you guys who have been watching and supporting me for a long time. And, if you've watched my personal videos, the whole reason why I started doing this sharing the ownership experience of my cars, was because I freaked out and had a goofy therapist tell me, bro, you gotta like let people in. And so that started the car journals, which turned into the YouTube channel, which turned into the website, the whole thing. And so what they did between the psychologist and the psychiatrist, they put me on some, I call them happy pills, with the intent that, dude, you're gonna stay on these for the foreseeable future. And so I've made such significant progress, really sort of learned how to control my crazy and take things in stride much more than I ever have. So now I'm crazy pill free, which I'm super pumped about. These are AMP research side steps. And part of the reason, like if you watch my older stuff, I used to be in a lot better shape. And part of the reason why I gained so much freaking weight, other than just being obsessed with everything, like eating my face off, is those happy pills make you store all kinds of weight, gain all kinds of weight. So I got off of them this week for the first time. It took like 2 months to get off of them. I took them for 2 years. I feel great. I'm able to start pushing in the gym, because for whatever reason that stuff kind of numbs you a bit. And so now I can't stop freaking eating. You know, I don't know if I've never really told this story. I've sort of hinted at it in a few times, but I have a really hard time with, my vice in this world is binge eating. And so what I'll do is I'll be hyper disciplined for the vast majority of the time, and then I'll go freaking crazy and eat everything that I can get my hands on, like a bulimic maniac. And so the combination of happy pills and my insane tendencies, if you go back and watch one of my videos from 2 years ago, I look like I swallowed that guy. So next step, I'm back in the gym, working out like I usually do. But now I need to stop freaking eating like an idiot. It's like I can't freaking stop eating, like everything in sight. I'd be freaking ripped if I could just slow it down and eat like a responsible human. You guys, part of the reason, or at least why I justify, like I don't drink, because I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'd be an alcoholic in a week. The same thing happens with everything in my life. So that's the next step. I don't want to be 250 anymore. It's a lot harder to run. And if you know anything about CrossFit, it's like a little mini competition every day. I don't like to lose. Especially in a workout that's suited for me. You know, if we're doing handstand push-ups, forget it. I guarantee you, I don't care what shape I'm in, I'm gonna lose. But if we're doing, you know, Grace or, you know, workout where we're Isabel, where you have 135 pounds on a bar and you just have to move the bar, I'm not losing. Well, I am now, but if I'm in shape. So make sure you guys make fun of me. Give me a hard time. Say, dude, stop freaking eating. Just don't eat, ever. Because I'm tired of being Mr. Breathy on the videos. Mr. Heavy Breather. Like I probably am right now. I'm really glad I slowed my roll in the garage to focus on the pole barn. So now I can focus on the garage. Oh yeah, hit the trees, gonna have to polish that out. A dent is right here. So that'll make for a dentless paint removal video when I go have that done. You know, I really thought about sort of going and learning that trade myself just so that I could do it to my cars, but it's not something you can pick up in a weekend. All right, truck's clean, let's rinse it. I'm not sure what to do with the bed. Maybe you truck guys can teach me. I assume I'll probably just get a cover for it, but I assume that you should probably just sort of wash it out like normal. Pressure washer goes into standby. Just have to go fire it up. Let's do some hydrate on here. AMMO Hydrate. Let me do the top first. I know you guys can't see this. We'll see how it works, how it reacts with what's on the car already. I like doing it this way, where I just put a little bit on the towel. The car is 80%, 90% dry, which I know is different than what Larry recommends, but this has worked really well for me. I mean, this stuff is incredible. To apologize to the world for not using this a long time ago. Pretty much works with every sealant and wax and polish, and I haven't used it on a coating, at least not yet. The thing I like about this over, like, say, a regular detail spray or a spray-on wax is I don't have to get it all off. I can sort of leave it streaked on the paint, and then it sort of takes care of itself, and then just gives a nice look to the paint, to the sort of finished look of it. This is a Rag Company. I think they're 16 by 27 is the size. It says 16 by 27. Oh shoot. That's just a little feather or something. 16 by 27. I think they're called microfiber terry towel or terry cloth. About 25 of them. Not sure about this size yet. It tends to break up. And so my procedure for putting hydrate on the car is a little different than what Larry suggests, but I like getting as much of the water off the car as I can. You know, a lot of times where he's probably on location, he can't be blasting a leaf blower on the thing, or I can. And then what I'll do, I'll just flip the towel occasionally. And then, you know, this stuff is not cheap, but I mean, I think I've used I've done 4 or 5 cars now with it. I've used an undetermined amount. It's like I haven't even used any of it. So my guess, my inclination was to buy a bunch of bottles of it. I don't even know that that's necessary. This is going to last a long time. Selfishly, the reason why I want a bunch of bottles is so I can look at them, because I think they look sweet. Whoa. I'll switch the towel out after this. This area's a little dirtier than the paint, I'm sure, even though I just cleaned it. It adds it almost looks like a fresh layer of wax. It just looks great. So I'm calling it yesterday's dirt roading, not really off-roading. Super fun. It kind of reminds me of the track, though. It's like, do I really want to jack up my $60,000 truck, even though that's what it's made to do? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Got a little bit of work to do getting the, gotta get the dent taken out that I got. Which I know you real men are laughing at me right now because I got a little baby dent. I couldn't even show it to you on camera. It's not big enough. I have to polish the mirror out because it's got tree marks all over it. Tree scratches. See, I don't even feel the need to follow with another towel. So on this giant truck, I'll end up using 2, maybe 3 towels at the most. Really, really cool to be able to do that, and it's all because of the Hydrate. Wow, actually Hydrate works pretty well on this black paint. Makes it nice and satin. This black roll bar, bumper. So I'll go around through the windows. Yeah, I'm gonna be excited to get rid of this camera. Not a big fan. This is just Adam's glass cleaner and then Rag Company waffle weave. I really like this this 3M crystalline. Gives like a real sort of satin finish to the windows, if that's even possible. Just kind of, I like it. I like the way it looks. It's a good thing because it's not coming off. Gosh, this thing is so big. I love it. I should detail this thing when my dad's here. We can get some help. We'll see. It's just still a little too hot and humid. It's just so much better to just wait a little bit. Do it in a month or so. And the coating will do better too, being less humid, less heat. It's not really going to be fun to detail all the cars out here, but I don't want to wait 6 or 8 months until the garage is done to do this. Anyway, so I'll go around and do the rest of the windows. We'll come back and do the tires and the jam. Get the tires real quickly here. I actually have a nail in the driver's side rear that I need to get taken care of. I'll just go get a plug, just plug it. These tires aren't long for the truck anyway. I'm gonna need a new one, need a new set soon. Yeah, the tread is kind of worn. Yeah, there's something already on the tires that I'll have to really clean off. So this probably won't last long on here. Some kind of slimy stuff. So anyway, what I'm going to do, I'll go around and do the four wheels, and I'll wipe the extra off. With the 4 tires, I'll wipe the extra off. So basically, I'll just go around and finish up the door jambs. Just grab the little, the rest of the areas. I hate doing interiors, but I need to at least clean the floor mats. I'm going to let the tint sit for another week or so before I clean it with a window cleaner. So anyway, guys, that's Raptor first wash. I know you guys have seen me do this a bunch, but a bunch of you guys have been yelling at me to get a video like this made. I'm going to take some photos of the Raptor tomorrow. Maybe I'll make a video. It's been a while since I've done a video of how I take photos. So I might just set the video camera up while I'm doing the still pictures. We're going to go around, clean up all the jams, go in and edit this video, hopefully get it up tonight for you. And what I'm going to do from here on out, I'm going to do a short, edited, get to the point version for those who don't care about all the details. And then I'm going to release. I was a little too preoccupied to do this correctly when I was doing the wash bay. But I'll follow with a short, follow with the full version of me yapping away the whole time. So I'm going to do under the hood, do the other side, and then truck's clean. The other thing I'll do is I'll come around and sort of wipe the excess, because I had to really load up the CarPro on her here and just sort of wipe off the tires just to give it a nice satin finish. So thanks for watching, guys. Lots more crazy stuff coming. I'm sure I'll come up with some more stuff.